What's up, guys? Adam Patterson here, and you saw the title of the video. It's all about why I chose entrepreneurship, and there really isn't anything necessarily cool or unique or wild about this, but there was no other choice, not for me. I've worked jobs, and every time that I worked them, I always found myself in like 2 year cycles of I've done this and I've done this for long enough now. And now I want to try something different because I don't necessarily love this anymore. Or I don't work around the people that I really want to, or I'm tired of having to follow somebody else's rules and how they want to govern their company. When it comes to companies, jobs, making money, unless you start your own company or own your own like practice or consultancy, bleh, you're always going to have to live by somebody else's rules. And I was more tired of living under somebody else's rule of law, and the only thing that I could do was go out on my own. It was either that or be homeless. And when I really started thinking about like a lot of these things, I think about freedom a lot. And the people who are most free in life to do whatever they want to, they either control and own the company or they're homeless. And I was like, well, I'd actually be okay with either one of those things. And if I went out on my own and I ended up successful, I would control and own the company. And if I went out on my own and I wasn't successful, I'd probably end up homeless. But either way, I ended up with the freedom of making my own choice. And that just kind of became something that I was like okay with. But it was really, realistically, it was the only choice for me. I was tired of listening to somebody else's rules. I was tired of being told what I could and could not do. I was tired of being told no on my ideas. And I really just wanted to be told yes or like go try it or given the autonomy to do. And I didn't really choose entrepreneurship. It was really like it was the only choice that I could make, if that makes sense. And fighting through that, it's a very interesting thing. I had jobs. I was okay with jobs. I was good with jobs. I liked learning from bosses as long as I thought that they had knowledge to give me that I did not know or experience to like pass through to me that I had not had. But after a while, it just became the only choice that I could make and the only one that would work for the life that I wanted to have. So that's kind of how I ended up at entrepreneurship is I kind of worked backwards and I just started thinking about like, what do I really want in life? And it wasn't sitting in an office from 8 to 5, and it wasn't going to a different building and driving down the highway at 7 or 8 a.m. to go to an office. I just wanted kind of like freedom of choice. And there was some leeway in the jobs that I had where it was like, okay, you can work from home every now and again, or you can come into the office a little bit later today. But it was still like I always had to ask and I could always be told no. And it was just like this rule of law under somebody else's thumb and just like this constant pressure that I didn't really want to keep going in my life. I just wanted the ability to say like, "Oh, I wanna do this today," or I wanna do this today." And it's not like much changed in the day to day. Like, I still work most of my days, but now I do it from my home. I have the ability to, like, go outside and take a break for an hour or 2 and just work from my phone. And it was really just like it was really the only choice that I had left. So it wasn't really that I chose to go into entrepreneurship. It was that it was the only choice that would work for the life that I wanted to live. And because of that, I had to choose it. And it would have been okay if I made no money. It would have been okay if I made some money. And it would be okay if I made a lot of money. And it just kind of the way that it worked out, it's worked out for me. I'm very grateful for that. And I just get to work on my own, do my own thing, and work with people that I enjoy. Hopefully, I enjoy the people that I work with now, and hopefully that just continues on into the future, and I think it will. But it had nothing to do with me, guys. It had everything to do with what kind of life that I wanted to live and have in my future. And when I worked backwards, it was the only choice that I had, or else it was be jobless. And I didn't really want to be homeless. It would have been okay to be homeless and end up homeless and broke. But if I had the choice, I would rather be successful. I'm very happy that it turned out the way that it did. But that's really all I had for you guys. I don't really know if there's a life lesson in that. I don't know if that'll be valuable at all to you, but that is how I ended up becoming an entrepreneur, if you want to call it that. But yeah, hopefully it does something for you. But leave a like on the video, guys, if you liked it. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't. Leave a comment below on if you're considering entrepreneurship or if you've thought about how you want your life to turn out and entrepreneurship happens to be the correct answer to it. And then as always, subscribe along to follow the journey of this life. I'm going to continue on forever. I like to document my days of building this company. You'll see it grow. You'll see it shrink. Maybe you'll see me cry one day. Probably not. But yeah, follow along, guys. I appreciate it.